Welcome to Extra Filthy, where it's filthier than ever.
What was that voice, bro? What are you doing? It's like I'm listening to the radio at 3 a.m.
Welcome to our new show, PMW. It's like BMW, but with a P and no vehicles involved. It's called Prove Me Wrong, where we have a guest that comes up and he makes an opinion or makes a statement, and we have to show him the error of his ways and potentially change his mind. That work for you?
That was great, bro. One take marks, you know.
Come on, man. This is what I do, baby. So, our first guest up this week is Adam Mckola.
Yo.
What's your statement for the thing? Is it going to be on something United, probably?
United Road podcast is coming back.
Oh my God, United Road. Yeah, no, obviously me and Adam are still doing it. We just got to find a replacement for Scribs and Bowl.
These are the trials now. These are the trials.
United Road had legs, man. We should have kept going, man.
Nah, my statement is this. Manchester United should be looking at Luis Enrique as their next manager. We need to go and get him in the summer, bring him in, and there's no way you can prove me wrong on that because I'm not wrong.
Does it matter that he doesn't have any Prem experience for you?
Yeah, I'm sick of people looking for Premier League experience. Like, no manager that's won the Premier League has ever been a manager that was previously in the Premier League.
Okay, all the foreign imports come won it for the first time.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
When I say like Premier League experience, it's more so handling the media, handling all these things that's around the football rather than the actual Premier League football, if that makes sense. So it's like, my shout would have been De Zerbi. I think he's
total football.
Tactically, he's one of the only managers that I've seen give, at the time, Pep and Klopp a lot of trouble. They struggled to beat his teams. The only thing I'd say that would go against that is he's got a short fuse. So yeah.
Did you see the job Luis Enrique did against Liverpool, Arsenal, with that team, with young players as well? Like PSG were a team where, kind of like what Manchester United were trying to do, like buying all these big name players on big money, big wages, and trying to bring them in and going, we're the Galacticos now, we're going to win everything. That didn't work. And they needed a manager that was going to come in and work with young players and shrewd the signings and build them up and build a team to win stuff and play good football. He does all of that.
That's true.
And winning football.
The level of players, I know they were young players, but it's still a high level of players. Some good young players he brought in there. Do you think he could do the same with our squad?
We've got some talented players, coming through. And whilst I don't agree with everything Ineos have done so far since they've arrived, their signings have been a lot better in terms of the players they're looking at signing as well. They've been a bit more shrewd in the younger player market. You're looking at someone like Aiden Heaven that they've brought in. And I think there's players as well within Manchester United. Shea Lacey's, your JJ Gabriel's coming through. You've got a few midfielders coming through there as well. Your Sekou Kone and that. I think there's players within the building at Manchester United within the next 2 to 3 years that can get developed. So getting a coach that can do that would be huge.
Okay, I want to talk to Menace because Hydra done a terrible job of trying to change your mind.
Yeah, I think De Zerbi's got shades of algorithm. I think when he's ready to go, and that will get his job
shades of
turned
what?
over.
Algorithm.
Amarim.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry.
I heard algorithm, bro.
Wake up.
De Zerbi's got shades of Amarim.
I think there's shades, man. When it goes left, it goes left. But for me, there's only one guy. When he's done with the England job, he just needs to come over, and that's Thomas Tuchel.
Tommy Tuchel.
He's got the experience. I think in terms of the whole dealing with egos and stuff like that, I think he can manage it, and I think that's been a problem for United.
We need more. Change his mind.
Champions League winners we've all seen against the odds. It was against the City team that ideally we thought was going to win, but he made it happen. I think he can manoeuvre and play throughout the back if need be. So it's not like I think he could stick to one formation depending on who we play and whatnot. But I think he's the guy, man. I think he's the deal, and I think he's got unfinished business in the Prem.
There's something to be said about him. He might understand the commitments of Manchester United a bit more. The understanding that he's going to have to do 500 interviews, especially with the spotlight that's on him with the England job, and obviously what he's done before with Chelsea and stuff like that. That might actually be a better fit for Manchester United. I know you said you don't care about the Premiership experience, but
I like Thomas
for
Tuchel.
something.
I do like Thomas Tuchel. He's in my top 3 options as United manager next. He's not ahead of Luis Enrique though. There's a few things I'm worried about with him. One, he always falls out with the board. And we've just seen what happened with Amarim. And Amarim never got sacked because of football results. He could have done, but he didn't. He got sacked because he fell out with the board. So if that happens again, you got problems. I think at PSG, Chelsea, Tuchel fell out with the board. Problems. style of football. Are we going to be happy watching that style of football? He's going to have to win with it. If he doesn't win, we're going to get fed up with the style of football. So again, there's that as well. I just get worried about that. Then there's this thing about him being England manager, right? I hate everything about like around the England football team. And if he goes to the World Cup, and there's two things that are going to happen. Either England are going to flop, because if they don't win it, everyone's going to say they're flopped. So he's going to have the media that are accusing this guy of wasting another World Cup for England, and now he's Man United manager. So they're going to just lump all that pressure on him. And then if he does win the World Cup, it's just going to be, this guy's won the World Cup, he's going to come in and win the Premier League. And that's not always going to be the case, you know what I mean? He's going to have to work a little bit harder than that. So I do like Thomas Tuchel. I wouldn't have him ahead of Luis Enrique, though.
So, Ads, just to go into your selection, who is Luis Enrique, sorry, how realistic do you think it is that he would become United manager?
Does he want the job?
I don't know if he wants the job. There were rumours about him rejecting a contract at PSG. He obviously does have a contract there, but Manchester United aren't PSG. We're a bigger club than that. And a lot of people like to talk about how managers will be scared of taking a Man United job. Managers like Luis Enrique are so arrogant and so set in their mind that he'll be like, I can be the guy to turn this club back into what it was. He's obviously had experience with like Barcelona and what they offer, so I think he could handle a big club. But PSG ain't Man United. If you go knock on the door and say you want a Man United job in the Premier League, I think he takes it.
So is there argument based off everything we've said to look past all the like egos and the already established managers, and maybe if Carrick does get us Champions League football and continues to play beautiful football that we're seeing, is there an argument for him to get it?
Defo. I think he should be allowed to have, you know, an interview, be considered, be on the shortlist, especially if, let's say, we get Champions League football. I wouldn't rush into that decision and just make an emotional decision, though. I still think we've got to go through your shortlist, go through your candidates, speak to the Luis Enrique's of the world, speak to Thomas Tuchel, speak to De Zerbi, even though I'm not really comfortable on De Zerbi. The problem with Tuchel and Poch and who was the other one? Ancelotti. They've all had a World Cup. So by the time they come to Manchester United,
pre-season.
It'll be like a week till the season starts.
they'll have pre-season, but they won't have had like
they won't have time to plan properly and stuff like that. Yeah.
So it's like, do you want to have to go through that as well? Unless you're getting the manager that's flopped and got kicked out of the group stages, then do you want that?
England? No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Tuchel, I think Tuchel could do it. I think Tuchel could come in and do it and hit the ground running.
Poch for you still, or is that gone?
I like Poch, but I don't think he was that bad at Chelsea. He started getting it together a bit. I've always liked Poch. I just kind of feel like that ship's kind of sailed.
Same.
I really want to see us like playing total football and just bopping teams. It's been a while, and I think De Zerbi might be my best bet. I like Nagelsmann as well, or Nagelsmann, however you say it. I think he's a good coach.
I like him, yeah. But remember when he turned up to training at Bayern Munich on a skateboard, bro?
Yeah, but obviously that's what I'm trying to say. You need someone that's a bit different. You need someone that's a bit different, man. You need someone eccentric.
Imagine him turning up at Carrington on a skateboard, bro. He's finished. That day, he's finished.
Media's not saving him still. He's done.
They'd be calling him Bart Simpson and all sorts. Zizou.
Nah, not Zizou, not Zinedine Zidane. That's just a big name.
Also, look at the team he took. We got one of those players. We can't go to him. We got one of your 11 players. He's about 10 years older.
Is he an elite gaffer as they make out? Yeah. Is he a top coach like
to
that?
three-peat the champs and to be able to manage those players.
It's the situation that
and
he's in.
that squad.
He is Zinedine Zidane. He should be able to manage those
Carrick
players.
is our version
firstly.
of him, though, right? Not of Zidane.
I hear what he's saying.
Not of Zidane. Listen to what I'm saying. But like in terms of like someone that would go into the dressing room and demand that respect and all that, kind of do the job that he did at Real Madrid. Look,
I'm not
obviously Zidane's on another level. Like, don't get me
I
wrong.
think that's more a Giggs or Scholes than a Carrick for me.
No, but I hear where
Obviously,
he's coming from.
In terms of managerial,
We've made the
Carrick,
mistake
I hear you,
before with the interim doing good and then getting a full job, putting Ollie at the wheel and stuff like that. But I do think with Carrick, it's a totally different ball game, totally different scenario. And if he proves himself worthy of the job come the end of the season.
What does he have to do to prove himself worthy then? Like, what does that look like? Just getting Champions League football?
Nah, he has to make a real good account of himself. Like, again, what I witnessed against City, I couldn't tell you the last time I've seen us play like that. I couldn't believe what my eyes were seeing. It was a proper performance. He obviously galvanised the players. They was Like they were set up right. They was clearly given clear instructions what to do. They listened to him because all that energy, them 30 sprints and 27 sprints and stuff like that, that's not being teaching. You just have to just want to do it, innit? So the players clearly like him. Tactically, he knows his stuff. You get me?
He bopped him off the pitch at times. You see that bit where he goes, Cunha, short, Bruno, Mano. Like
bloody commentator started rapping, bro. It was a pen game.
Again, the results ain't always gonna go your way. You know what I'm trying to say? The squad might be better than I make out sometimes, but I still think that we need changes all across the board. I think it could be much better. So he's going to have to work with what he's working with. If he just gives a good account of himself and just shows that he can handle this job and tactically he knows what he's doing and we could play some good football. Obviously, I want that Champions League spot as well. But I think it would be worth having the conversation. I think we'll probably be better off with Carrick than Enrique.
I think it'll be less of a risk.
Nah, I like the idea of Carrick doing well. It's if they don't do well. Bro, I don't want to be watching another one of my heroes on MUTV crying, bro.
Yeah. All right, cool. So what would you need to see from Mickey to give him the job? Like, what would he have to achieve for Adam to say, you know what, make him the number one choice?
You remember when Ali came in and we like blasted teams away and then it went like 10 games where we only won 2 of them after that? And the performances weren't really great. For me, performances are more important than results. And if we continue to play like we did against City, I know that's hard because we're at top level there. But if we continue to play like that and the results come and you get top 4, it's all about performances. How does it feel like we've improved as a team from January when he come in until May? If not, then I don't think he can stick around. Also, even if Michael Carrick got us 3rd, yeah, if Luis Enrique is available, you have to get it. You can't. It's only if like you're starting to get to the options where it's like, yeah, Thomas Tuchel's all right, but does he really want it? And could he get on with the board? If you're starting to get to those options, I think if there's an outstanding option, you have to go and like.
What if he's improving players? We've seen him do it with Akpom and that made him go and get bare goals. What if, say, like he finds the right role for Kobe Mano, so he's influencing games and making and like being like a decision maker in what happens? What if Euro's back in amazing form? Somebody else just kicks on. What if he's actually improving players in the squad? Like irrespective of morale, irrespective of the results and stuff, but you can see he's doing a proper coaching job, and we are better off for it. Because is it that much of a big risk if he does those things I'm talking about?
The problem is though, we're in a point now where, you know, if we go for another season of like, oh, this one messed up, we got to start again. Now we need another interim, and then we need. You're just going through that cycle all the time, and it's like, how many times can you do that? And I feel like getting a ready-made elite coach gets you closer to not repeating those mistakes than not. But having said that, it's also good to have a manager that gets your club, knows what the demands are, knows what the fans like and all those kind of things, because Amorim was someone that clearly didn't get those things and we hated him for it. So it is good to have that from Carrick. And also, there's a possibility that he might actually be a very good coach, you know what I mean? And I don't think he should be harmed by what happened with Ali.
What would you guys need to see? Well, I'll start with you, Menace. What would you need to see for Carrick to keep his job at the end of the season?
More or less the same sort of performances, near enough about what we've done to City. I think just, for me, it's consistency. I think the league's just that poor outside of the top, you could say top 3, from 4th down to, you know.
He set the bar high. You want to see that every week.
No. I'm saying in terms of, if you look at whoever gets 4th, I think if we consistently do well, which is what I need Carrick to do, we'll get 4th. I don't care about no one else, if that makes sense. So I think for me, it's just consistency between now and the end of the season that will, for me, give Carrick belief. Because I feel like we've been here, man. Like, Oli played a couple of games. We knocked out PSG. You see Ferdinand talking about at the wheel. And then it kind of didn't go to anything. And same thing what Adam's saying, in terms of a legend, I don't want another legend of United to more or less fail, if that makes sense. Do you get what I mean?
You know what Carrick has shown though, yeah? He's tactically fluid. Like in those games we played City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Villarreal, we never set up the same way once. Like we always went into each different game with a plan. Sometimes going to get it wrong, sometimes going to work, but it was never like, this is my system, like it or love it. Everyone knows what you're doing every week. Like, that's kind of mental, isn't it? Like, everybody knows what we're doing every week. Ain't that crazy?
I think unless you're winning consistently, or you're playing football to a point where it will guarantee you to an extent to win, you don't change, if that makes sense. Arsenal's not going to change.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like City of old, that were dominating, they didn't change. You had to play against their system every week. Like, they weren't changing their system. Do you get what I mean? So,
Hides, what do you need to see from Carrick?
With Carrick, it's a tough one for me because I feel like if the whole Ollie thing didn't happen, then I'd be more in favour of Carrick getting the job. Based off, one, a lot of the players I'm seeing already, they're saying like they love the new training sessions. He's made the training sessions shorter compared to Amarim's one.
Yeah,
but
more
intensity.
Shorter, yeah.
Like, it's just, I feel like he's the perfect guy in terms of he's such a calm like character. He's level-headed. He don't get ahead of himself. Like, he speaks in a good way. Tactically, like you said, he can hold his own. Like, a lot of managers have said he's a very good coach. And I feel like the combination of him and Steve Holland together, obviously a lot of people might not know about it. A lot of people say, oh, whatever, but he's a very good attacking coach and Steve Holland's a very good defensive coach. So them two together, I feel like it's working. And I feel like if he carries on what he's doing and gets the results and performances and top four, I think it'll be difficult to not
consider
like
him.
you said, consider him and give him a shot.
For Enrique, what gives you the certainty that he comes into this United job and does well, based on the fact that his last two jobs, which are obviously Barcelona and PSG, are in a different world to our United?
I think when you look at PSG though, he took over a team that were changing. He took over a team that were changing philosophy, changing how they did the transfer things, changing all that. For me, that's exactly where we are right now. We're changing and we're trying to become a team that can build a sustainable model of football that has young players at the heart of that. And you look at the players that they've got over there, Desiree, Doué and all these, like they sold Mbappe and they got better. Neymar left, Messi left, they sold all these guys and they got better. And I think that's down to him developing those players. You look at the midfielder they brought in from Benfica, João Neves.
Got him money.
We chose Ugarte. Yeah.
We gave Chelsea Kante money and took Matic. We gave PSG Neves money and took
Ugarte.
Like, it's crazy, man.
We said no to Neves for Ugarte.
Yeah, madness.
Stupid.
He didn't want to come. That was contract.
But I think he'd be all right with that. I think we're changing. He'd be able to change with us as well. I think it'd be okay. The one thing for Carrick, though, if Carrick stays, Jonathan Woodgate cannot stay.
You don't get why he's there.
That I hear it still.
You just do your research on Jonathan Woodgate and who he is and what he was part of. He should not be at Manchester United, man.
No, it's true still.
I got a question for you. You see how you spoke about PSG and obviously them. We obviously saw how Enrique and Mbappe kind of weren't getting along. The meeting, the one-to-one meeting, and obviously Mbappe doesn't sign his contract. He leaves. Do you think United have any players of that, not sort of level, but of that sort of
ilk,
where if Enrique comes in, he has to sort them out? And I'm talking seniors.
I feel like Amarim kind of did that already with Rashford.
Kind of, yeah, because Rashford had a lot of off-the-pitch issues.
Yeah.
But Rashford's on loan, so obviously I'm not saying Rashford's not a United player, but Rashford comes
will
back.
never be back, you know.
Okay.
I think that decision was made by the board.
Yeah.
I don't think Rashford will ever be back. I hate to say it because I love Marcus Rashford, but I don't think he'll ever be back at Manchester United. The players that you're looking at that would need to be dealt with, I think it's more players that have just overstayed their welcome.
Dallo.
I don't. Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw shouldn't be playing for us.
Gotta go.
Harry Maguire shouldn't be playing
He played
for us.
for Van Gaal. Luke Shaw.
Yeah, he played for everyone.
Mourinho, Oli.
All of them.
The lot of them.
Ragnick.
The lot
all
of
these
them.
lot, bruv. Sick of him.
I would say,
Seriously
out of that
sick
squad, I told you, there's about 6 of them that I want. The rest of them could all go.
Who?
No, but
I'll
Kobe
take-
ain't part of that six.
I'll take the new boys. So Cunha and Bremo. I'll keep Bruno. I'll keep Ahmad. I'll keep Sesko. I'll keep Mazraoui, and I'll keep Yoro. And you know what? I'll put Kobe in there.
I was about to say.
Should have
No,
been
just because-
first name.
I was about to say, you're going mad.
Because you always want to fight me on this. He's not a build around him type of guy. Like, and again, you are saying
Nobody's that guy.
If you are saying that he's even on the same level as Adam Wharton and Anderson and
He's
Blade and all
better
that, okay, fine. That means you should go from 90 to 100, 120 million. I'll snap your hand off for 120 million for Kobe
man,
right now.
If he
Why would you turn that down?
If Kobe Mainoo was playing for Brighton and we went to
All right,
sign him,
sorry.
it'd be 100 mil.
Okay, let's concentrate. Let's stay in the car.
Me and Mark said before we weren't going to turn on each other. It's happened.
On a closing statement, we tried to prove Adam Mckola wrong, and I think we was unsuccessful.
I'm wrong and strong though. That's the
No, but okay, a point that I would make is everything that we said and the points that we made that you agreed with about Carrick, in an ideal situation, he would be the perfect replacement.
I think you haven't proven me wrong on Enrique, but you've made me warm to the idea of Carrick.
And Thomas Tuchel. You said you like Thomas Tuchel as well.
No, but I always like Thomas Tuchel. It's just a few things about him where I go, if he wins the World Cup for England, it's going to be a bad time. And if he does badly for England, it's going to be a bad time. So it's going to be a bad time. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like no matter what happens, it's going to be bad.
Yeah, I don't want anyone outside the World Cup, man. Keep Carrick or get Deserby.
I don't want no England guys.
Oli didn't happen, we'd all say Carrick.
So last manager I want to throw out there is Xavi.
No.
I like the idea of Xavi.
So,
You like, see
I
what
don't,
I'm saying?
I don't
No,
know why.
Look,
I don't know why.
look.
You're right.
Look.
By the way, you're right.
thank you.
You are right. But part of me
But he's
goes,
wrong at the same time.
part of me goes, it might be good though.
Xavi.
No.
But
That
off
ball
what?
might be good. He won the league for Barcelona, you know.
I hear that.
You like Xavi, by the way, but yeah, go on.
Wow, guys, you didn't prove me wrong. Told you.
We didn't succeed in changing his mind, but we made him warm to the idea that Carrick might be the right choice. And that was the best we could do for today. And I think it's all right. I'm going to need you to get in the comments and let us know whether you think Adam made the right choice with Luis Enrique, or is it Michael Carrick, or who do you think it could be? You might think it's Menace. I don't know.
I win trophies. Yes, you know what I'm saying.
Get in the comments. Let us
On
know.
Football Manager.
This has been Extra Filthy.
Bow.
Why do you change your voice when you say extra?
Yeah.
filthy, bro?
It goes deeper.
Why is that
His
voice?
tone goes deeper.